The 2026 World Cup will be the first with 48 teams and 104 matches, a change that reshapes the tournament like never before. Most people see it as more football, more nations, and more excitement. But the 2026 World Cup changes more than most people realize. For the first time in FIFA World Cup history, the 2026 World Cup will feature 48 teams across 3 countries: the United States, Canada, and Mexico. It changes the format, it changes the pressure, and it changes what the World Cup could feel like. This is the truth about the 2026 World Cup. And now we are looking at 6 facts that show what makes this tournament so special. 48 teams, 104 matches. The 2026 World Cup will be played with 48 instead of 32 teams for the first time. This is the biggest expansion in the tournament's history. As a result, the number of matches will also increase from 64 to 104. That means more football than ever before. More nations, more opportunities, a truly global stage. Longer, bigger, more complex than anything we have seen. More countries, more chances. One positive point of the new World Cup is the greater international participation. 16 additional spots means 16 new dreams. Countries that were never part of it before now have a real chance. For smaller football nations, this can be a huge moment, sportingly, emotionally, and historically. A single qualification can change an entire country. New flags, new fans, new heroes. The World Cup is going global. More regions, more stories, more history in the making. The new 2026 World Cup format. 12 groups instead of 8. 4 teams each, the top 2 advance, plus the 8 best third-place teams. As a result, 32 of 48 teams reach the knockout stage. 2/3 of all teams survive the group phase. That changes the math completely. More teams stay in the race. More fans stay engaged. That keeps the tension alive for longer than ever before. More tactics, less risk. Because third-place teams can also move on. Some teams could play more cautiously. A draw can be enough. 1 point might secure a spot in the next round. Coaches will calculate. Players will hesitate. That changes the tactics fundamentally. Not every match will be affected by this. The big nations will still attack. But in the middle of the table, some games will become chess matches. More tactics, less risk. A different kind of drama. Broader quality, more surprises. With 48 teams, everything changes. Underdogs will surprise. Emotions will run high. Smaller nations will fight like never before. At the same time, the quality differences in some matches could become bigger. Group stage blowouts, unexpected upsets. No one knows what to expect. The World Cup will be different, broader in scope, harder to predict, and maybe more exciting because of it. 3 host countries, 1 giant World Cup. The 2026 World Cup will take place in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. 3 countries, 1 tournament. That has never happened before. Impressive stadiums, major markets, a truly international atmosphere, but also enormous travel distances. Teams could fly thousands of kilometers between matches. Different climate zones, from Mexican heat to Canadian cool. Multiple time zones. For teams, fans, and organizers, this is a completely new dimension of complexity. The 2026 World Cup is not just bigger, it is a new chapter in football history. More teams, more matches, and 3 host countries make it more global than ever. But will this make the World Cup more exciting, or will something be lost? Is the 2026 World Cup a historic step or a restart that changes everything? Write it in the comments.